Hello, my name is Andre. I'm the CEO and co-founder of AgTrace, a food safety and traceability solution. AgTrace was born last year with the goal of bringing more transparency, security, and sustainability to the global food value chain. Although traceability is not a new topic, the reality is solutions out there fail to answer to the market needs. Businesses are losing billions of dollars every year with food waste and many other inefficiencies. Food safety is still a very big concern. The COVID-19 crisis that we're all going through now has exposed even more the risks of a globalized food supply chain. And consumer pressure is on the rise. Buyers are not getting the information they want regarding the food products they are bringing home. To help understand this issue, let me explore the case of one of AgTrace clients before using our system. Please meet EcoNatura, which produces and exports to countries including the US the most delicious organic grape and apple juice. EcoNatura has its own farms, but they also source products from 30 other different growers spread across the country. To guarantee product safety and quality, they keep record of very relevant farming information. And despite all the effort, a lot of information was missed, causing EcoNatura to miss sales. And this exposed perhaps the biggest problem of current traceability technologies. They don't take into account well enough the single most important information when you talk about traceability, which is the farm. It's the farm process that guarantees product quality. And most of the environmental impact in the entire food value chain happens within the farm. Similar record keeping continued at storage, processing, logistics, and all the way to retail. They were keeping record of very important information in Excel files, ERP systems, and lots of papers. Looks a big mess, right? But that's the reality from most companies in the entire food system. And also brings another 2 points I want to touch with you regarding current technologies. First, there is not enough information being captured. And when there is, this data cannot be trusted. Also, information is lost in different silos. So it's very difficult to have interoperability and good information flow from one step to another. At AgTrace, we take a different approach to traceability. For us, traceability is not an end goal. And as important as the destiny is the entire product journey. So we integrate the entire food value chain, all the way from farm to retail, in a simple, very easy to use interface, so all stakeholders can mitigate the risks, improve efficiency of the operations, while building long-lasting relationships with their clients based on good quality data. So how does our technology work? It all starts with good information, and data quality for us is key. Through a mobile app that works online and offline, users can easily add information. They can scan barcodes and QR codes to speed up this process. They use the camera to upload pictures, and also the GPS record its location. IoT is another very important source of information for us. When available, we capture this data, reducing human interactions and the chance of errors. Additionally, through our APIs, users can easily integrate AgTrace to any other system. And this is our platform, where all is put together. Starting at the farm, users can track information to the even specific field level. And no matter how many steps, they can all be managed and controlled from one place only: warehouse, port terminal, any location in one unique view. And besides the basic information to guarantee traceability, we allow users to add any information they judge necessary. They can also upload additional information such as pictures and documents. And that's the same for any product or client. The system could be customizable to their reality in minutes. They choose the steps in the value chain they want to control, and then define the processes and the relevant data they want to control also, and that's it. They are ready to start mapping the whole journey of their products in minutes, all the way from farm to consumer, valuable data in one place. We have placed blockchain at the very core of AgTrace platform. So all information recorded cannot be removed or changed, providing a full audit trail of the entire product journey. The next frontier for us is to start enabling transactions using cryptocurrency, something we plan to accomplish through a very close partnership with Cornell University, which was ranked the #1 institution for crypto education and is also the headquarters for IC3, the world's leading research group on blockchain. This is our team and the reason we'll be able to accomplish that much in little time. I've built my career on the tech space, leading very complex projects across several industries. Luciano is an agronomist and a reference for traceability in Brazil. He co-founded the Brazilian Institute for Traceability and also worked at the 2 traceability companies before co-founding AgTrace. And Alberto is an experienced developer, having led teams of software engineers for the last 9 years. We also have a distinct teams of advisors in the food, tech, and agriculture space. Brazil is an agricultural powerhouse, but also has a very challenging and bureaucratic business environment. Although very difficult to navigate, this in fact was the perfect spot to build and proof test a solution that promotes transparency. The current landscape for traceability and food safety solutions face an important dilemma. In one hand, you have solutions that are affordable and easy to implement, but they are very rigid in format and just enable the capture of very high-level data. Other solutions enable to capture good information, integration with IoT and all those things, but they are designed for specific applications and clients, making very difficult to replicate them. AgTrace can at the same time capture good information, but also be easily adaptable to the even most complex processes. So how do we make money? Our business model is straightforward. Our current clients range from growers, food processors, trading and exporting companies, and retailers. We are a SaaS company, so we charge a monthly fee according to the number of users accessing and adding data to the platform. And we build AgTrace to scale. So we structure our product and our sales team for a digital sales model. The onboarding process, customer support can all be done remotely with the help from someone from our team when necessary. So where do we stand now? We started product development last year, and we are on the track this year to close with 50 clients already using AgTrace platform. Early in 2020, the team from the World AgTech Innovation Summit has ranked AgTrace as one of the 15 AgTechs they believe has the potential to disrupt the farming industry as we know it. We already started operations in other Latin American countries, and starting next year, the focus for us is going to be the United States. 40% of this projected revenue you see from 2021 will come from activities performed in the US. Well, we know that in order to scale globally, we need qualified human resources, but also vibrant ecosystems of universities, growers, and food companies. And there's definitely no better place in the world like the Grow New York region for that. We are going to hire locally customer support professionals and software engineers to help build AgTrace next technology frontiers. We plan on creating 25 direct and over 300 indirect jobs by 2022. We also are going to establish important partnerships with local food and AgTech companies like the one presenting here today. Drones, soil sensors, and all this technology you're going to see today and tomorrow are amazing by their own, but they generate important data. Then when you can put all this together, now you have a powerful tool to tell the wonderful story about the products being produced in the New York region in a different way. If you please scan the QR codes on the samples we sent to you, but it's also here on the screen. This is what we are already doing with products produced in Brazil and being shipped to the US. With your investment, we can now start tracing products that is going to all over the world from a hub in the New York region. To finish, I would like to invite you in your next meal to think about how much you know regarding the food you are consuming. We've built AgTrace so buyers can make more informed decisions, but also so you have our food system more secure and transparent than it is today. And we want to do this together with you. Thank you very much.
Excellent job, Andrea and AgTrace. Now we have 10 minutes for Q&A from our 5 judges. First up, we have Laura.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for this interesting presentation. I'm a farmer, and we've been asked to enter data into at least 3 different programs similar to what you're doing for various companies. So how are you different from those others? You kind of answered that question earlier on, but why would you say yours is the program that a company should use? And is it a food manufacturer that buys this program and tells the farmer, we need you to use this, or is the farmer buys the program and says, here's my data, for whoever needs it, my food safety, my organic, all the other data. How does that work exactly? I guess those are 2 questions.
Yeah. The first question is, our current clients range all the way from farmers to food companies and aggregators, such as exporting and trading companies, and for different reasons. The farmers that are using our system is both the ones that have to manage multiple farms, and they have to manage all the information for multiple farms, or they produce a value-added product that has, and they're being demanding by their buyer of traceability and showing traceability and showing that invest on this, and they have control of the information. That was one part. The second, regarding the difference between our solution and the others out there in the market, it's first our ability to incorporate the farming information into the traceability process in a smooth way. We also enable users to add any information they judge necessary to the process. And I mentioned it a little bit on the graph. The traceability systems out there, they enable you to capture very high level data. You can know the lot number, the product name, the origin, that's it. But if you want to include any other information that's important for you, for your operations, you get stuck and you cannot do that. We have a very flexible framework where you can add any data that you judge necessary, right?
So that would be an individual employee who may be out in the field harvesting into a container would have a smartphone or something? Is that what would be required in that situation?
Yeah, there are several ways of inputting data into the platform, and we have different profiles of clients. So we have different ways of inserting data, right? So we do have our mobile app that works online and offline, so we can use it in remote areas to input information. Once we have connectivity signed, this information is uploaded into the system. But also we do integrations with other ERP systems. There are some projects using IoT information. I mean, there are several ways of adding data. The web page also is used by clients to include information. So there are several ways of putting data in.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Thank you, Laura Peterson. Mary Shellman has a second question for you, Andrea.
Hey, Andre, thank you so much for that. I completely agree that we have to get rid of all these paper records in the food production system, because it's just, it seems like we're so far behind on that. And I know that you talked about, many areas that value is created by AgTrace. And I'm just curious if you actually have done some measures on that. That idea about, where is value created? Does it come from increased quality? Does it come from better time? Does it come from, you don't have to have people entering this in? Does it come from the fact that you get to be able to, make better decisions? And kind of the follow-up question on that in terms of is actually value capture. So how do you actually make money from this? What's your business model? And if you're saying, hey, I'm creating this huge amount of value to the supply chain, what that's accrued across it, how do you get your share of that?
Yeah, so regarding examples and usage, there are many, right? And what we are new in the process, we are a new company, but what we're seeing in almost all our clients is their ability to perform the traceability process way faster than they used to. They usually take from hours to even 2 days to be able to track a product. And with our system, they can do this in minutes. Not to mention the amount of data that was missed before and is not missed now, so they can trust more the information they are seeing. Although many of the clients that we have, they thought they have a very good traceability process in place. And when we started working with them, they saw there was a lot of flaws on the process. Of course, there is other benefits of traceability. You are able to capture premium products range from maybe 15 to 30% price premium, right? So, and traceability is an important piece for you to be able to capture this premium price, but also be compliant with regulations, both external regulations and internal regulations, a big part of it as well, right? So that's what we're able to see now, and not to mention the risk that you alleviate, right? So average price per cost for a recall in the US is $10 million. So you can imagine by having a good traceability system, we can do the recall process way faster. And regarding the business model, we are a SaaS company, so we charge a monthly fee, and that's according to the number of users accessing and adding data to the platform. It's straightforward, so that enables us to go all the way from small clients to large one and scale and grow inside of those clients as well.
So how does that, work? I mean, in one respect, you have you just identified tons of value that's there, and now you say, hey, I'm a SaaS company and I'm just getting this monthly subscription. I mean, do you think you're leaving a lot on the table? Are there different ways that you could look at that business model that you're actually taking a bigger piece of this in the short term?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely there's other ways of doing. First and most important is to respect the ownership of data, and the data belongs to the client, and you're not going to do anything with the data without the consent of those clients. That's a big part. But yeah, there are many things, and the QR code as I sent you is actually something that we are start developing now, of really translating all the information that we get for the productivity part of it, but to translate this to the end consumer as well. So that's a value-added product and something that's going to be able to capture more value into it. And moving forward, we're going to start playing with the data, right? And really getting this data to understand, giving insights to the clients on possible disruption, and giving insight of them and possible problems that may occur with the activities that they are doing. And yeah, there's so many possibilities moving forward. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much. That's great. Thank you, Mary. Andrew, I think you're next up with a question.
Indeed, I am. Actually, I have 4 questions here, and there's not much time left on the clock there, so I will start both on the macro and the micro level. On the macro level, since you're a SaaS company, you are housing a lot of data, a lot of proprietary data that is fairly sensitive. Just if you could, as much as you can share, talk to me about your cyber walls, how you're defeating threat actors who might want to get in there and upset this, because there's a veracity issue. As you have this data, it's blockchain, we trust that data, but if someone gets in there, that could be an issue, even downtime could be an issue. And then to the farmer themselves, there's a lot of granular information you're gathering. And farmers have so much on their plate right now. This is one more thing they have to do. So what are you doing to make it easier for the farmers and the other users to enter their data in without having to do the 4th or 5th thing on top of everything else they're doing right now?
Yeah. Well, regarding, I'm going to try to go fast here because we are losing time, but regarding data security, that's my background. I'm working a lot with that, and we are adopting several cloud providers and all the different security layers on top of this to guarantee. And of course, blockchain is an extra part of it, but also Bert, who is our CTO, is working in financial institutions on the technology side, so we are adopting all the modern standards for security. Regarding the farm information and the ability for them to use the solution easier, we have in the team people that really have the experience of working and implementing solutions in the field. The technology is very easy to use, so it's very simple, and we took a lot of this background that we have of interacting with farmers to enable this to happen. Of course, we are now investing a lot on digital content and tutorials and video. This process of the onboarding process and customer support is going to alleviate our work, right? So the need of interacting people from AgTrace, and that's another important part moving forward.
Great.
Thanks for the question.
Thanks, Andrew. I think we're just about out of time, but if you can answer it quickly, Andrea, we have a question from the audience. Which blockchain protocol are you using and why? In 13 seconds.
We're using Corda from AgTrace because of privacy and scalability concerns. That's basically what's made us make this decision. It's the blockchain used by most of financial institutions.
Cool. Thanks so much. Excellent job, Andrea. Under a lot of pressure there. Good job, judges.